of this group. I'm so glad you're here. I just wanted to take a minute to talk about clean eating. Now, a lot of us are coming from a ton of different perspectives. Some of us are like, yeah, I've been clean eating forever. I know what I'm doing. I got this. And then there are some people who are like, huh? So, what I want to do is just go over some of the commandments I feel are really important about clean eating. Um, this isn't like a revolutionary fad. This is a way of life. This isn't a Hollywood diet. This is a lifestyle. So, this kind of change will take time, but I think it's something that you all might want to consider. The first one is eat more. I think I mentioned this, but 5 to 6 mini meals a day. Um, and I like to use the rule of 80% fullness. Instead of being so full, I recommend you try to get to 80% and really listen to your body. Um, you know, I think one meal with a complex carb and then some kind of a protein is a great mini meal. And those things come in all shapes and sizes. As you can see in the file section of our group, I put a plan out there, and there's all different kinds of options of proteins. There's all different kinds of sizes and options of complex carbs. So you'll find something you like, hopefully. The second rule, water. Drink tons of water. Um, they usually say 8 ounces a day, but I think you should take your weight, and you probably heard this too, take your weight divided by 2 and drink that amount in ounces. So do what you gotta do. I chug 8 ounces as soon as I wake up. It's a habit now, and I have a pretty water bottle, and add lemon, do what you need to do, make it really cold, and get it in. The third one is take your food with you, especially if you work 8+ hours a day. I highly recommend getting that cooler and bringing it with you. And if you're working at 8 ounces a day, that's probably like 2 snacks in a meal. And that way, when they bring the donuts out, you're less likely to indulge. Um, and then I don't work at home, or I do work at home, but I do have a cooler because I go and meet customers. I run errands, and sometimes I don't want to go back home to eat, so I have a cooler that I bring around with me. The fourth thing that I want to talk about, this commandment, is portions. On the 21-day fix, they make it easy for you. They give you the colored containers, and it's pretty much foolproof. But if you don't have that yet, you can also use your hand. So a protein is the palm of your hand. That's one serving of protein. A serving of a complex carb, like a grain or quinoa, is your fist. An oil, an essential oil, is the top of your thumb. And then, a serving of vegetables is in your hands, 2 hands cupped together. So if you go by that, you really can't lose and use that 80% rule that I had mentioned earlier. So another commandment is say goodbye. I know a lot of you like sweet tea and soda. I haven't had that in a long time. Um, Maybe once every 6 months I have some soda or pop, depending on where you're from. Um, I definitely think you should say goodbye to anything diet soda. Say goodbye. Aspartame and your brain are not friends. They don't get along. And if you care about your mental health, you might want to consider staying away from diet sodas. And also Gatorade and juice and Powerade and Meals, and just look at the ingredients, you'll see. And bye bye to packaged foods. Like I said, look at ingredients. If you can't pronounce them, look them up. You're not probably going to like what you see, and I think you're worth the time. But bye bye packaged foods, the stuff that's in the middle of the grocery store. Um, I think that the food industry has really done a disservice for us, and I won't get too far into it, but they're there to make a profit, and I think you should think about protecting yourself and really thinking and knowing what goes into your body. Packaged foods more than likely are not the way to go. How many ingredients are in that food? Pick something out of your pantry right now. How many ingredients are there? Can you pronounce them? What are they? You're worth that time and you're worth that effort. At least I think you are. The next commandment is excess alcohol. I don't think I even need to mention this one, but binge drinking. Something you might want to consider not doing anymore. If you're doing it now, you probably need more help than than a coach like me. But if you drink one a night or a couple a night, if you were to really put that down and put that glass of wine down and maybe just do a little bit less, you'll see a difference in how you feel. And if you're trying to lose weight, you'll see weight loss. Again, probably not something I have to mention to you all. Then the second to last commandment is consider organic and non-GMO. I don't think I really need to explain that too much. I stay away from the dirty dozen that are non-organic. So berries and spinach are non-negotiable. I buy them organic because if I don't, they're the fruit and vegetable that have the most pesticides saturated into the actual cells of the food. So the dirty dozen, things with very thin skin, apples, potatoes, all of those, consider buying organic. And of course, non-GMO and staying away from hormones. I don't want any of my stuff that I'm putting into my body being changed by science, changed by anyone. I want to have the actual natural chicken breast. I don't want shark DNA put into chicken breast. It's really something you have to kind of decide for yourself. So consider doing that. And then the last thing is superfoods. If you really kind of think about the foods that give you the most fuel and really incorporate them into your diet, you'll see a difference in at least 5 to 7 days. Superfoods like quinoa, superfoods like berries, Shakeology has a lot of superfoods in it. Those are things that you might want to consider doing. All right, now this video is running way too long, but I wanted to just recap those things for you or educate you on those things because, again, like I said, I think you're worth it. So I hope that you're enjoying the workout. I hope you're enjoying the food, and thank you for being here.